Hey, I chose to do my mini lecture on Chapter 11's identifying 6 performance characteristics typically observable as motor skill learning occurs. These 6 characteristics start off with improvement. Improvement is positive change in performance. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Maybe you start off making 1 out of 10 attempts, and then maybe you start the next time you do 2 out of 10 attempts. The next time 3, 4, 5, whatever, positive improvement or positive change. See, consistency is the next performance characteristic, and that's going to be defined as less change or fluctuation between performances. So whatever you're doing isn't a fluke. It's not like you just went out there and got lucky. You've actually been learning a skill, so now you're more consistent with your attempts at completing the skill. Our next characteristics will be stability, and that's going to come down to you can do a skill with more outside influence or with more distractions, because those can be external or internal. So you could maybe have like a song stuck in your head or something, or say you're trying to balance on one foot and someone jumps and yells at you. If you're practiced, you can probably maintain balance. If not, you might get spooked and lose balance. Our next characteristic will be persistence. Persistence means that your performance is going to remain the same even if you have some sort of hiatus in your training. So if you've done this for a long time, you've learned the skill, you can take a break and you will have similar performance as you had before you took your break in your training. So it's kind of like, say you grew up playing basketball, you were a good shooter back in the day, you don't play for a long time, you go back out, you shoot some hoops, turns out you still know how to shoot a basketball, you can make some shots. That'll be persistence. Whereas somebody who doesn't play basketball, maybe they go out there, they shoot around, they can make a couple, they don't play for a long time, they get back out there, they can't play anymore. That deals with persistence. Our next characteristic will be adaptability, and that just means you can produce the skill in different contexts. So I don't know, maybe you can make a shot from 10 feet, you can make a shot from 15 feet. Or another example would maybe be you can make a shot with 1 defender guarding you, you can make the shot with 2 defenders guarding you. The last characteristic is the reduction in attention demand. So that means as we get better at a skill, we don't need to focus as much to do the skill. So we can maybe focus on other things while we're doing this and still be successful at doing our skills. An easy one, as a child, we learned to tie our shoes. When you were first learning to tie your shoe, you really had to focus in, tie that shoe, make sure everything was going right. Otherwise, it wouldn't hold up. You were going to have to retie that shoe. But now, today, if you go to tie your shoe, you can be having a full-on conversation. You can be doing some math. You can be doing whatever. That is a perfect example of reduction in the attention demand. So that's my video on the 6 characteristics of that's my video of the 6 performance characteristics. Thank you.